Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Nyx Marikuma, and I am the owner of Marikuma Healing, where we heal our mind, body, soul, and heart. We talk about mental health, how to navigate depression and anxiety, and how to handle our temper, how to express our emotions and our thoughts in a healthy and non-threatening way. Okay, and when I say non-threatening way, this is what I mean. I want you to be able to express yourself without bottling it up inside or saying what you think everybody else wants to say. I want you to say what's on your mind, okay? If you're not feeling good, you're not feeling good. If you're not happy, you're not happy, okay? Instead of pretending to be happy or instead of bottling up and being like, well, you know what? As long as I look to the sunny side, everything will be fine. Listen, I am all about positivity 110%. However, I don't really teach you guys about like toxic positivity, okay? I believe if you're angry, be angry. You can't hold on to it though. If you're sad, be sad. However, you can't hold on to it. You have to hold on to it for a little bit, feel it, and then let it be. You have to understand, where is this emotion coming from? Where is this thought coming from? Why are you thinking and feeling this way? Because when you understand where it's coming from and the source, you can handle it a lot better. You can tackle it a lot better. Because I spent so long bottling up my emotion, not expressing myself, saying what everybody else wanted to say, sacrificing my own needs and my own wants for other people. And you know what it turned into? Hard, cold resentment. Yeah, I ain't ashamed to say it. I resented a lot. Why? Because I neglected things that I wanted, because I thought I was doing the right thing. And I was like, oh, you know what? If anything, I can handle it. It's fine. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not that bad. Yeah, I'm trying to save you guys a whole lot of time of figuring out that's not the way to go and do things, okay? I'm saving you guys a butt ton of time and hopefully some therapy sessions, or in my case, some self-help books or other people telling you that maybe your coping mechanisms is kind of getting in your way, buddy. It's not kind of helping you succeed. You may need to flip the script, change the viewpoint, change your mindset, and try to do something a little bit different to get better results. You know what I mean? Therapy is expensive. I get it. I offer it, obviously. Speaking of, right? Because it's one of the things I offer for my business. I do offer counseling and therapy. I am not a certified counselor. Will I get my certification in the near future? Most likely, but I'm not going to make any promises until I start putting it into things. Right now, the means are not meeting. So, I give you guys the best advice that I can give off of personal experience as well as what I've learned along the way on my journey. And hopefully I can give it to you guys as well to help you on yours. You know what I mean? Um, a week of counseling and therapy is $6 or 20K Uganda shillings. Or if you want it for a month, it is 20 US dollars or 74K Uganda shillings. If you're looking for a year worth of counseling and therapy, it is $120 USD or 120K Uganda shillings. Now, what is Uganda shilling? I take in two types of currency: Uganda money, which is Uganda shilling, or USDs, which is US dollars. Okay? Those are my main two. Because I have Airtel that transitions whatever money that I do get from you guys sent there to Uganda shillings. And I also have Zelle, PayPal, and now Vimo or Venmo, I believe, for, USDs and other transactions and things, okay? I also offer card readings, which is what this video is going to be about today. Libra, I apologize. What had happened was my cards kind of got jumbled up and I didn't like keep track of it. So I'm going to do your reading again. Okay? Hopefully, it won't be like a three-parter, but I'm going to be doing it again. And now my computer is working, so it's going to be a little bit more of a lengthy read instead of me looking at the thing and being like, okay, so let's get down to it. Now, card readings, what does that mean? That means I ask the universe or the power above questions, okay? And they give me the answers through these cards. So as I'm shuffling the cards will fall out, and then I read what the cards are telling me, and I give you the message. We've been doing now monthly readings where I'm reading what the month of May has in store for you. What's the theme? What are you overcoming? What are you pursuing? What's the energy you're bringing? What to embrace, what to avoid? How do you find support and encouragement? Your advice on how to handle what's going on this month. Um, the theme of it, right? Just a general reading for the month of May or the month of whatever. It is $20 because again, it's a more lengthy read. Anything that's like maybe 20 minutes or below is normally going to be $6 because it's a shorter read. Anything that's like around 30 or 25 minutes is a bit longer because also I'm going into details and that can just prolong it a little bit more. Okay. If you want a year worth of card readings, right, it is $120 USD or 120K Uganda shillings. I also offer palm reading. Now, when it comes to my palm readings, I'm not reading past, present, future. Okay. I am reading personalities. I'm reading character code. I'm reading how who you are, who the person is at their core. Like, what kind of person are you? Are you a very strong willed, stubborn person? Are you strong, but also very, like, somewhat in the between? Are you an extrovert? Are you an introvert? Are you outgoing? Do you prefer to stay in home? How do you handle your problems? Where's your mind? How your lifeline and things of that nature? I talk about it like that, okay? Because again, I'm self taught, and what I do have on hand is personality palm readings. Now, when I get more books on palmistry, yes, my readings will be more diverse, okay? That's what I can offer. I can offer any and all card readings. If you have a question about finance, if you have a question about, a job or the future partner that you may be with, or what type of person you're going to be with, or what your future in general is going to be like, or what a year is going to be like. All of my information is going to be on the description below on my YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Now, without further ado, because Insta only gives me 20 minutes to do this, we're going to be pulling out your cards, okay? So, what is my Libras bringing in for the month of May? What is y'all's energy? Empathy and turning inward. Why are you guys having that? Y'all shouldn't be shutting down. Y'all should be nice to yourselves at least. You know what I mean? All right, what is this month of May going to be teaching you? Encouragement during fruits of your labor. So, supporting yourself and being with people that lift you up, okay? Here's the thing, it's important to have like a support team, obviously, but your support team doesn't always know that you need support. And if you guys are kind of like me, that, like, I'm gonna say it this way, I am in the in between because I used to be very big on like not showing when I'm upset, not showing when I'm sad, pretending everything is okay. I can handle it. I can do it all. I don't break. And some people see me like that, and some people who are like in my inner circle have seen me upset and sad and what, and they encourage me to do better or they lift me up, okay? You should have people to lift you up, Libra. At the same time, don't forget to be your own cheerleader and lift yourself up as well, okay? Enjoying fruits of your labor. All this hard work that you're putting out is finally paying through, okay? What are you pursuing for the month of May? Resentment and a turning point. You may want to let that go. Some of y'all gonna look at me and be like, hmm. If it's a resentment, I have a feeling either the 10 of spades or the 9 of hearts or a 5 of hearts is going to come out. If it's a 9 of hearts and a 10 of spades, healing. If it's a 5 of hearts, grieving. So, what are you overcoming in the month of May? Rebelling and fighting for a cause. So, speaking your piece and standing on business. It's probably going to help that resentment that you guys got going on. Your major accomplishment for the month of May is new insight and realization, seeing things with clear vision. Okay, there's some things that you guys need to see and allow yourself to see. Some things are not going to be the way that you want it, and that's okay. Okay? Now, yeah, nope. What are you guys avoiding? What is Libra avoiding for the month of May? New relationships. Why? So this is all about like friendship and romance. So new friends and romance. Again, I put it in new relationships because again, friendship can always turn into something. And just because it's romantic doesn't mean that you're going to be with another person. You could be having like a really good time with a partner that you have, but you're just making new friends and things. You know what I mean? So, new relationships, new connections. We'll get into that in a moment. What are you embracing? What is goddamn time? At least y'all embracing togetherness. So, joy in company, friendship, and celebration, being with people that lift you up, that celebrate you, that encourage you, that are like, oh my goodness, let's go, bro. Yes, queen. Yes, king. Yes, royal in between. Whatever you may be, right? But they're lifting you, and you're lifting them up too. Now, where are you gonna find your support? Emotions and empathy, being able to be compassionate to your emotional needs, as well as understanding other people. Okay. Empathy is not weakness, it is strength, and it ties into a great deal of emotional intelligence, which the world is severely lacking. If we had a bunch of emotionally intelligent people, the world wouldn't be so fucked. You know what I mean? Because now we don't have some egotistical, very like self absorbed, big ass people. We have somebody that's understanding and compassionate and kind and gentle and try to put themselves in your shoes and see through your eyes. You know what I mean? That's kind of I'm just gonna say it. If I ever have kids, they're definitely gonna have some emotional intelligence. I don't care who they may be. I'd be like, bro, mm-mm, you gotta have a heart. Because if you don't have a heart, you're not going to go very far. You know what I mean? Anywho, you're going to find your advice with endurance, diligence, and strength. So, time, energy, and effort, as well as your encouragement, is going to be all about new opportunities. Now, we are going to get into what you're bringing in. Okay. Why? I know that it has to do with something with resentment because here's the thing when it comes to empathy, all right, and I struggle with empathy even to this day. Now, I take stuff to help me lessen it and be able to handle it a lot better without it dragging me down. So, what is empathy, right? What's that all about? Is that even a real thing? When you are threatened, when you are emotionally and mentally and physically burnt out, you have nothing to give, you're running on fumes, you feel hollow, empty, numb, and nothingness. That, my friend, is empathy. Now, unlike empathy, where you're having more of an emotional kind of thing, empathy is devoid of that. And what it is the defense mechanism. Okay. Your body is defending itself so that way it doesn't get overwhelmed. What it's supposed to do is for you to sit down in autopilot, okay, and look at the things that are bothering you and handle it in a way where it's not overwhelming you. What it causes is mental and emotional problems. It can cause, it can be a sign of depression, of anxiety, of something not right with the way that your mind is working or how you're expressing or handling your emotions. Okay. And when I said I've struggled this for years, I mean since I was like a teenager. Okay. I'm 30, as a lot of you guys know. So I'm well up in there. I'm not old, okay? I feel like I'm more like in my hippie kind of birds and the bees and the huckleberry trees vibe era, all right? But you get what I'm saying. And I didn't find out what empathy really was until I was like 27 or 26. And I was expressing to somebody because sometimes I just vent. And I feel really bad for the person that was I was venting to, but they were really sweet and they were like, "Honey, it sounds like you have empathy." And I was like, "What's that?" Because for the longest time I thought I was crazy because I'm a very emotional person, okay, despite the fact that I really don't show it. And I'm very like I'm good at just like laughing and making jokes and being cheerful. Like you would rarely ever notice or hint that I'm upset or sad or angry or something's going on because I'm really good at hiding it. I've had years of practice. You know what I mean? I'm basically a free actor that did not get paid for the performance of a lifetime. You know, trauma joke. Anywho, yeah, it is. You're not crazy if you can shut your emotions out and just be overwhelmed and burned out. Sometimes it's exhausting to play that part, to be the more, calm, nonchalant person or the person that nothing ever gets to, because it is exhausting to hold that up. You know what I mean? And I thought I really was a cycle, but I'm not. I'm just somebody who just carried in too much and had too much to handle. So when you're working on empathy, you're learning how to focus on your mental health a little bit better, okay? You're also learning how to take it easy and slow down. And if you need to ask for help, ask for help. Okay? It's okay to take medicine for your depression and your anxiety and your moods and the way that you think. I do. It helps. I also meditate and I sometimes go outside and I ground myself. But I try to find ways to express myself in a healthy way without killing myself at the end of the day. Because when you're dealing with depression and when you're dealing with anxiety and you're dealing with mental and emotional problems and issues, imagine being thrown in a sea while it's storming, right? And nobody can tell that you're in the sea. No one can tell that you're drowning. You have your emotions and your trauma and your pain and your experience, and they're like cinder blocks, like concrete boots are on your feet, chained to the bottom of the ocean, and you're trying to swim above. And you only have like these little arm floaties. And no matter how much you try to swim up, you can only get gasp of air, and it's dragging you down. But on the outside looking in, right? So I'm looking outside of you. You look fine. You would never know that somebody's going through it. And a lot of people who are going through it are very good at pretending that everything is fine. Don't worry about it. I'm okay. I can't complain. Everything's great. And it's not. So take it easy, guys. Take it easy. Breathe. Be nice to yourself. If it's getting too much, try something that may help. It's okay if you don't like medicine. I was scared too because of like the side effect, but I found one that was actually really good. And obviously, I talked to my doctor. I talked to like somebody who has knowledge on it, and yeah, it helped. I also like do meditation, go outside, um, do videos about it because sometimes somebody else may be going through the same thing, and it helps to know that you're not alone. Anywho, with what little time that we have, we are going to get into why this month is all about encouragement and enjoying fruits of your labor, okay? On part two, which we will tackle a lot more on, okay? But yeah, when it comes to empathy, guys, and if that's what you're bringing in or feeling, don't be afraid to ask, to get some help. It's okay. You're not alone, and you're not less of a person if you need assistance on certain things, okay? All right, as always, slay the day, be happy and be gay, and please stay tuned for part two of Libra's May monthly reading. Bye, guys. Follow and subscribe if you like what I do. Thank you for 97 subscribers. Actually, 98. So thank you guys for that on my YouTube channel. And I know, we have over 1,000 videos for you guys to enjoy. So follow me on my YouTube channel where you can get my TED Talks, witchy reads, and much, much more on my lives at Marikuma Healing, Marikuma Healing. All right, now, peace, love, and deuces. Bye.